So the first home I remember having when I was growing up and I started being able to remember things was a tent. We lived in a tent and we had a blue Chevy van we also lived in. I was young, I was poor, I didn't know that I was poor because my dad went to work every day. I seen him hustle every single day. When I turned 11, I started working with him. I started working 40-hour weeks when I was 11 years old. I would go to work during the day, I would come home and do my school at night because that's what needed to happen to keep the family fed. Finally, after going from town to town, my dad finally made a name for himself in Stone County, Mississippi. With a good reputation and honest work, he was known for painting and roofing houses. He was able to take that and then move on. From there, he went to a big construction company in Hattiesburg, and then he went to an even bigger place in Oklahoma, and now he's pretty much retired now, but he made something of himself. But it didn't come without hard work. He had to hustle every single day. Every single day. I remember that man getting in the car with me, because like I said, I was 11 years old. My dad pretty much raised me. We would get in the truck, and he would go, oh, that roof needs done. That house needs painted. And he would just leave notes in people's mailbox. He would just hustle every single day. If he didn't have a job to do, he needed to find one to do. I said that to say this, just because I was able to, and my dad and my family was able to, pull ourselves up does not give me the right to judge other people who struggle a little bit harder at becoming successful. Especially in my case, because I had a dad to look up to who taught me work ethic, showing up on time, and the importance of being honest and putting in a good day's work. I had that example to look up to. I had a mother who taught me everything I know from school. Like, I was homeschooled. My mom busted her ass as well. Our whole family worked, and it was hard. I recommend it to nobody. I would not recommend being poor. It sucks. The one major thing that I learned, though, is that just because you make it out of that situation does not mean that you get to look down your nose at those who still need a little bit of help. They might not have the same examples to follow as you had. And I can go on and on about this because I have a really interesting life. I tried to make a video earlier and it ended up like 6 hours long because my life is not built for 3-minute TikToks. But I will say this. Don't look down on people because you were able to do it. Other people may need a little bit more help. And the reason that they may need that help is because maybe they didn't have an example to look up to. How about maybe instead of looking down on people, maybe you be the example that they can look up to and they can follow and they can learn from. Be that mentor. I had a father for that. Not everybody has that. Even if you come from poverty, when you get yourself out, don't start looking down. Start reaching down and pulling people up with you.